With the dire situation still unfolding to our north, San Diego County is back on high alert tonight. We have team coverage of the fire threat San Diegans are facing right now. Starting off with Alex Lai, live in Miramar with the threat of power shutoffs for tens of thousands of San Diegans. Those shutoffs could start any moment. Chief Meteorologist Carlene Chavis is tracking the Santa Ana winds moving into the region. And Jasmine Ramirez is talking with San Diego fire officials about how ready they are to respond if fire breaks out here.
Before we join Alex in Miramar, let's take a live look right now at the SDG&E power safety outage map. This map right here shows the areas that could face power outages, and those are shown highlighted in yellow. You can see this is a massive area that includes more than 50,000 customers, but right now we don't see any red on that screen, meaning everyone so far does have power here in San Diego.
And now let's turn to Alex Lai with a look at who might be affected and how you can prepare. Alex?
Well, most potential shutoffs are east of the I-15 where we are right now. And SDG&E tells us that many people may lose their power tonight. Nearly 55,000 customers across the county are at risk for a potential shutoff. SDG&E has notified those at risk, including Yvonne, who lives in Ramona.
We got it that it will be off starting tonight until I think Friday or Thursday.
She's lived in Ramona for 7 years and is familiar with power shutoffs and outages.
Just have generators to keep our refrigerators going so that we don't lose our food.
Power was shut off for many communities last week with the first round of Santa Ana winds. Potential SDG&E shutoffs can be expected through Wednesday at 6 p.m. While it may be bothersome, power shutoffs are a last resort measure taken during extreme wildfire weather. SDG&E says it's to prevent the electric system from sparking a fire. Right now, an electrical tower in Eaton Canyon is being investigated as the possible origin of the deadly fire near Pasadena. In 2021, the Dixie Fire, the second largest wildfire in California's history, was sparked when power lines owned by a utility company came into contact with a tree. Downed power lines are also dangerous for residents and fire crews. In case of a power shutoff or evacuation order, SDG&E and Calfire recommends having a go bag. That means extra food, water, clothes, and necessary supplies.
Just have lots of batteries, lots of flashlights, and make sure your propane tank is full.
And you can also prepare by unplugging electronics, charging phones and power banks, and having a secure backup power source if you need a medical electronic device. And make sure to fill up your tank of gas as well, because when the power is out, so are gas stations. For more tips and information, you can go to CBS8.com. And remember, once weather conditions improve, it can take several days for SDG&E to inspect its equipment before power is restored. Marcella.
Thanks, Alex. Just last week, a lot of people did go through these planned power outages. Do you have any other reminders, advice from SDG&E for people to prepare?
Well, one tip you might not have thought of is to park your car in your driveway instead of your garage in case you can't open it manually if the power does go out. And also, you can't forget about your pets, so make sure you have extra food for them, water, leashes, anything you might need.
All right, some good advice. Thanks so much, Alex. Just a little bit of preparation can go a long way.
Now let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Carlene Chavis on this weather impact alert we're going through right now.
Carlene, what kind of winds could we be seeing? I know we're under that red flag warning right now.
Yeah, the red flag warning reflecting how dry we're going to be, the wind advisory reflecting how gusty we're going to be. And so that's going to go all the way until 6 p.m. and that will be through Wednesday night. So we are talking about winds out of the northeast upwards of about 55 miles per hour when it comes to wind gusts. So the impact is definitely going to be just how dry it will be, which gets down to about 11% relative humidity. We were already dry today. We're going to be even drier by tomorrow. Those strong gusty winds looking to pick up. As mentioned, 55 miles per hour with some peak wind gusts in our county, and then also sustained wind speeds about 20 to 40 miles per hour, excuse me, 20 to 30 miles per hour. And so we're going to be looking at high wind risk all the way through about roughly about about Wednesday night. Thursday we start to calm down just a little bit more. When you look at your wind gusts, you're looking at 40 miles per hour. That is for July Julian tomorrow. That's around noon, as well as the 30s. That's for Ramona, as well as Palomar Mountain, 32 miles per hour for Pine Valley. And also looking at the elevated fire weather concern because of these strong gusts. As mentioned, we were dry today. We had teens for humidity values are going to go even lower. Now you're looking at about 9 p.m. tomorrow night, still with some pretty gusty winds across the inland valleys as well as the mountains, getting back into those 40s. And that looks to be on Wednesday, where the fire weather concern will be mainly concentrated right along the coastal mountain slopes. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that forecast model and all the details with the alerts in effect coming up in your complete forecast. Carla, Marcella.
We'll see you in a few. Thank you, Carlene. And tonight, we're finding out how San Diego Fire Rescue is preparing during this red flag warning.
This afternoon, we watched a quick response when a fire started to burn at MCAS Miramar. And as CBS 8's Jasmine Ramirez shows us, the smoke could be seen from all over San Diego before firefighters got control of it.
San Diego fire officials tell me they're fully staffed and ready to go if a fire pops up. Just today, we saw them quickly put out the fire in Miramar. This afternoon, you could see thick smoke rising from the brush fire near Kearney Villa and Miramar Road. Fire crews worked to put out the fire using water-dropping helicopters and multiple fire engines. The fire was stopped at just over 10 acres.
Before, if we had these Santa Anas, we wouldn't be as stressed as we are right now.
San Diego Fire has all hands on deck as a red flag warning is now in effect through 6 p.m. Wednesday. The department is fully staffed and watching the weather pattern every hour. Strong gusty winds and very low humidity have greatly increased the risk for wildfires.
This is not a normal January for us, right? We, in this past, we should be having about 3 inches of rain right now total into the season, and I believe we're under a quarter inch total of rain so far.
A small spark can spread very quickly during these conditions. Fire officials warn the community to stay vigilant. Local fire chiefs are staying in close communication to ensure they're as prepared as possible during this time.
We worked with Federal Fire on that one with Miramar Air Base to get that thing knocked down and jointly working together. If there was something to the north of us in Riverside or outside the San Diego op area, we would be watching that consistently and move apparatus to the north if we need to, if that's going to be a better support.
Jasmine Ramirez, CBS 8.
Thanks, Jasmine. And tonight we're getting a closer look at the Calfire C130.
Cal Fire has 7 of these actually converted U.S. Coast Guard cargo planes. One of them is currently in San Diego on standby. This plane did help battle the Palisades fire last week and is now waiting and ready to go at the Cal Fire base at the Ramona Airport.
Last several days of the fire that we were on it, we were very effective. All the retardant that we put in, for the most part, held, and basically we're carrying around time. All the fire retardant is time.
The C-130 can carry 36,000 pounds of flame retardant or water to put out fast-moving flames. Cal Fire says the aircraft and crew will be on standby in Ramona until told otherwise.